Hello everyone, Hector Mendoza here. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fast forward or rewind a video on YouTube. Advance your video to a 0 to 90% time in 10% increments. Play your YouTube at 200%. How to jump to a specific time frame in YouTube. How to jump to a specific time in YouTube video using comments. How to create a timestamp shortcut to your desktop. Add a timestamp to YouTube video using URL jump to a specific time. The first thing I'm going to show you is how to fast forward or rewind a video on YouTube. So this is one of my videos. You can hit play, but right now I'm not going to hit play. What I'm going to show you is how to fast forward and rewind. You see this little red dot down here? You can fast forward, and as you fast forward, you can see a grayed out version of the video. You see the small icon or the small version of it in front of you, and then you see the big version in the back area. So you can see, like for instance, let's say that that's the area that you wanted to do. You can release your mouse there and hit play. Or let's say you decided, oh, you know what, this is what I really was looking for. You can release it and then you can hit play. Now right now it's mute, so I'm going to unmute it there. There might be so that is how you fast forward and rewind. The next thing I want to show you is how you can advance your videos in a 10% increments from 0 to 90% in 10% increments. So basically, so this is a video, right? I'm going to play it, but I'm not going to play it with any sound so that you can see the effects, because there will be two of us talking, which is me and me. So anyway, here we go. So right now, you can see that we're at 15 seconds into this video. But so let's say that I want it to be at 10% of the video. All I have to do is hit my 1. That gives me to 10% of the video. Now it's showing a advertisement. So let's go to, I'm going to skip it. Let's go to 2%. All I'm going to do is hit my 2 key. It takes me to 2% of the video. So the next one should be somewhere around here at 30%. So if I hit 3, it takes me to 30%. 40% will be somewhere around here. I type the 4% and it takes me to 40%. 50% should be somewhere around here. I hit 5, takes me to 5%. And so 60, 70, 80, 90, and then of course the rest of it would be from 0 to 9. From here you can go all the way back to 20%, and then it would take you to that percentage. Now the next thing I want to show you is how you can play your video at 200%. So let's say that you want to start your video at 40%, but you're not quite there. Let's say that you want to advance it a little bit, but you don't want to advance it at 100%. All you have to do is, now you're going to listen to the video so that you can get the idea, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to click in the middle of the video. I'm going to hold my mouse down and it's going to start recording at 200%. So I don't want to talk while the video is talking, but I want you to get the effect of how it's going to play out. So I'm going to hit play. I'm going to hold my left click of my mouse on the center of the, it doesn't have to be the center, anywhere inside the video, okay? And then you'll see the effect. So here we go. I have 3 computers.
that I currently have here. So I'm just going to pick 3. You can keep the 25. It just I like to keep my stuff. I don't want somebody accessing my computer by accident or something. So I want to make sure that I keep that to a limit. Okay. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to go to permissions.
So now you saw how that works. So that's all there is to that. And of course, you could always go back and forth, but you also have that option to go 100% forward by hitting play.
Being your organization. In my case, I have 3 computers that I currently have here. So I'm just going to pick 3. You can keep the 25. It just
So the next one might be a little more difficult, and it's how to jump to a specific time frame in YouTube. So this one might have a little more uh, thinking process. So let me see if I can explain this, or it's easy to. Let me see if it's easy to explain. So let's say that you're watching one of my videos or somebody else's video, and you get to a point where the computer is going to ask you to restart your process once we've done a particular task to your computer. So this is what you would have to do. Here we go. Let's see if I can explain this okay. So we are in a specific part of my YouTube or somebody else's YouTube. I want to I know I'm going to have to restart. I don't want to have to rewind or go forward or backwards. I want to get back exactly to the area that I was prior to having to restart the machine. So this is one of the easiest ways that I know. First, we're going to click on share. Okay. And what this is going to do is going to open up this dialog box. You see right here, start at 7:39. That's 7 minutes and 39 seconds. If you look right in here, that same date and time is this one right here. So that tells the machine, hey, when you open up Hector's video or whoever's video it is, I want you to open it up in that exact second, that minute and second. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to copy that URL. Now, let me show you what that URL will do. I'm going to close this. There's a few things we can do. First of all, let's say that we decide that we want to copy that URL in a text document. Okay, that way you can save it to your computer. You know, hopefully some of y'all know how to save a notepad or Word, Excel, any program. So you can save this. That way you can go back to it, right? So this is the URL. You see this equal 459? That is the same thing as 7 minutes and 39 seconds. If you multiply the minutes by the seconds and add the last 39 seconds, that is what you're going to get. That equal, those are the last seconds. That's the seconds where you're going to open up the video. So there's a lot of ways you can use a URL. One way is by going in, you see right here where it says share, you can click on share. You see right here where it says start at this particular time, which is 8 minutes and 6 seconds. You can click here and copy your URL. You can go into, let's say, Notepad, and let me move that to this other drive, this other screen, excuse me. And you could hit Control V. This 840 is the time. What it's doing, it's adding the minutes and the seconds and that is the total of seconds from the beginning of the video to where you want it to start. So that's, I just wanted to explain this before we continue. In some cases, you would use the minutes, colon, and then the seconds, but in this particular URL, it uses seconds. At this point, you would want to save this notepad. So, you could hit Control S, or you could go to File, Save As. So if I close out of here, it's going to ask me, do you want to save it? So what we're going to do is we're going to say save. I'm going to go and tell it to, you don't have to, it doesn't matter what it's the name of the save is, right? So we're just going to go to desktop and we're going to save. That's so that we can use it later to open, that URL to a specific time. Okay, so that's one way of doing it, correct? Now, another way you can do it is by going in and hitting copy. Remember, you can save that to Notepad, or I'll tell you what, let me show you what it would look like if you saved it into Microsoft Word. Give me a second. Hopefully it won't take long to open up a blank sheet. I'm going to hit Control V and hit enter. Once I hit enter, it turns blue, and you see how it gives me a handle. That means that if I click on it, it will open up exactly to that time frame and that same
Meet.
let me turn off the sound, and hopefully I can hit skip. Okay, so it took me right to that same area. That's one way, but remember, you want to save that document so that you can click on it after you restart the machine. Another way that you can get back to the exact video and the time that you want is, so you're in that video, and this is where I want to restart the machine, the video. If I select this, you can double click, triple click, left click, drag that URL to the desktop or wherever you want. You could be into a folder, but it's just going to be a temporary thing. So you're going to left click, release, and now you have a link to that particular time frame of that YouTube. So I'm going to close this. I'm going to double click here, and look, it's going to open up exactly to that same, well, it's going to show a video first. I'm going to advertisement, so let me skip that. And if you notice, it opened up exactly to that same time. Now, if you're not a YouTuber, you might not want to continue watching the rest of this video. This is basically for YouTubers, and what this is going to be is add a timestamp to YouTube video using URL, jump to specific time using your notes. And let me show you what I'm talking about. So here's my video. If I open up my notes, then I can jump over to, you see, I can go to change the name of your PC. It's going to go right to that. I can go in to, and of course, it's going to do a video advertisement. You can skip. You can go to restart after renaming your PC. You restart your PC and it'll go right back to that. So if you want this kind of effect on your video, let me show you how you can create what I would consider this to be a, let's say, well, I guess notes. Okay, so the first thing I want you to do is go to your YouTube Studio. So you're going to click on YouTube Studio. Then what you're going to do is you're going to go down here where it says Publish Videos. Then I want you to go to Videos. You're going to go down and find the video you're looking for. Okay, so I'm going to click on Connect. This is the video that I want to use. So here's the video. Now here is my description, right? So you see these numbers right here, this number here, this number here, this number here. This is telling me, well, not telling me, it's telling YouTube where to go by clicking here. Now you can't see it here because this is the editing version of the description. So I'm going to show you how to add these descriptions so that you can get a link to that specific time. So let me show you two different versions of this. One is on my studio channel and one is on my YouTube, so you can see the difference. First of all, I'm gonna get this video a YouTube channel and move it to the right. I'm gonna create a new tab, move this over and expand it to the right, split it in half. Go to YouTube, go to my YouTube channel. Okay, then we're gonna view the channel. Remember, this is studio, this is YouTube. We're gonna click on the video itself. I am gonna go to notes. Okay, so this is the editor. This is YouTube. You see how this one here is not in blue. This one is in blue. If I click on this one here, it's going to take me to that specific time frame of my video. Okay, so I'm going to skip, and that takes me to that time frame. Now the next thing I'm going to do is on the descriptions from here all the way down. Oops, I lost it here. Sorry about that. So all the way down to here, I'm going to delete, and then I'm going to save. If I save and I go back, I refresh this one by hitting Control R. That refreshes that video, right? I click on my description. You see, all it shows is this part, just like I show it here, because I deleted it from that and I refreshed my video. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how you can go in and create those different time frames. So remember, I kept this description here. I'm going to click in the front of it, hit enter. My first time frame that I want is going to be so here, give me a second here, Control C. Okay, I want my video to start at 1 minute and 2 seconds. Okay, so I'm adding this to the description because of this little 1 colon or semicolon 02. YouTube knows exactly what I want. It knows I want it to start at 1 minute and 2 seconds. So check this out. I'm going to hit save. Okay, I'm going to go to my YouTube. I'm going to hit Control R. Control R does the same thing as clicking this little button right here. You see how it says refresh? Now it refreshed that video that I was currently on because I made changes to this one. Now if I click on my notes, all of a sudden it looks like this one, except this one has a 1 minute and 2 second uh, time frame. So if I click on that, it starts at the, that 1 minute and two. Here, let me take off the voice network that I'm using. If I left click on that icon, okay, so you can see, we played a little bit of it, but it's 1 minute and 25 seconds into the video. Okay, now I'm going to go to my studio. I'm going to hit enter, enter, and this time I'm going to go into a part of my video that uh, that describes about changing the name of your PC, and that starts at 3 minutes and 8 seconds. So because I put this one little, it doesn't matter what I put here, this one little text that I put 3:08, YouTube knows that I want the videos to start at 3 minutes and 8 seconds. So if I hit save, I go to this video and I hit Control R. You already know what Control R means. It went to my notes and at, wait a sec, oh yeah, there it is, 3 minutes and 8 seconds. I can click on that now and it takes me to that. So now watch what I'm going to do. Enter, enter, 3:08. Okay, so I'm going to add a bunch of different time frames on this thing now here. So remember, this is the only two time frames that I have. I'm going to go to my studio. I'm going to hit Control V, add a bunch of different. That's because I have a text document, and I'm copying and pasting to this one. I'm going to hit save. I'm going to go to my video on YouTube. I'm going to hit Control R since it's still open, and all of a sudden now I can go into my notes, and bada bing bada boom, there's all my time frames. So if I click on 8 minutes and 23 seconds, it goes to 8 minutes and 23 seconds. I was off, well, I wasn't off, but it took me 3 seconds to get to hit pause. Now I'm at 8 minutes and 25 seconds. So that's all there is to it. I know I talk real fast. You can rewind my videos and hopefully you can get something out of this video. If you like my videos, please give me a thumbs up. It helps my algorithms, and this gives me the opportunity to put more videos, because I do have basically a full-time job, but this is just stuff that I do on the side. Again, I really appreciate all of those comments y'all give me, and thank y'all for giving me a thumbs up. And I hope you are a subscriber to my video, my YouTube channel.